Guys, if you are using Cursor or Windsurf, you have to check this new tool out. And this time it's not something from a small startup. This time it's actually from Google. So yeah, Google recently launched Gemini 3, and also they actually launched their own AI IDE. So they're calling it as anti-gravity. And the crazy part is that it's actually completely free to use for some limited amount of time. They did not actually come up with the paid plans as of now. They're just with the $0 per month plan, which they are actually offering it for some. I mean, they did not mention the exact limit or the exact token limit. They just mentioned it as generous rate limits. But I mean, in my usage, I've been using it from past 2 days, so I did not like hit a like a rate limit. But there are some issues with it. I'll tell about those as well. So there are some really cool stuff, like some cool features that I really liked, and some things that I did not like as well. So in this video, we'll actually go through anti-gravity and try to see if this is kind of coming like a competitor for Cursor or Windsurf. So let's get into it. So you just have to come over to antigravity.google. So you'll come into this particular page, like really cool animation in the background, right? I really liked it. So yeah, you just have to go ahead and download this for your operating system, whether that's Mac OS or Windows, whatever you are using. And it's pretty simple to set up like other AI IDEs. So once you download it, if you just open it, you'll see something like this. Like it's just going to ask you to log into your Google account, and you can do that. So once you are here, I'll just try to create a basic Next.js project here. So I'll just try to create it here. So the project is created, and I'll just try to open out the project over here. So I'll just click on open folder, and I'll just try to open this project. So if it's open, just click on I trust authors, and you'll be in this particular page. And now, like the first thing that we'll check is the creativity of the model. Like you have, I mean, to my surprise, they also added the anthropic models as well. Like you see Claude Sonnet 4.5 and also the 4.5 thinking. So they have also added the anthropic models as well, and we also have the OSS from OpenAI. So I'll be going with the Gemini 3 Pro. So what I'll be doing is like we'll be having this usual building stuff where in a hexagon we'll have an ball which is going to be rolled according to the physics laws, right? Like the gravity and all the stuff. So I'll just try to go ahead and build out this simple, not the simple one, but I mean, it's a simple one, but you have to understand, like the model has to understand the context behind that particular thing. So let's see if Gemini 3 has the capability in order to go ahead and build out in the first attempt or not. So I just gave it a simple prompt in my Next.js project. Build a slash bounce page with a canvas showing a rotating hexagon and a ball bouncing inside it with correct physics, smooth animation, client component, clean modular code. So I'll mention it in brackets to make sure that the gravity is perfectly identified. So I'll just go ahead and send this out. So as you can, I'll just try to move my video here. Yeah. So here it's going to go ahead and think, I mean, it's going to think for some time, and it's going to come out with the task list that it has to perform. As you can see, this is the task list. And I mean, like, I'll just, so what's happening here is like in the free plan, what Google actually told us is like you can go ahead and use it for free, and there is a limit, but it's not going to trouble you. But the problem is, I'm not actually hitting the rate limits. That isn't a problem on my case, but the problem is, based on the load, I'm not sure what the problem, but I think like the load on the models is actually very high. So it's actually trying to come out with an error. It's not coming now, but in my previous usage, I came up with an error where it says the load on the models is very high. So try it again or something like that. But now it's actually working fine. If I came up with that particular error in the video, I'll just show you that as well. So it's now going ahead and creating all the required components and all the stuff. Let's see what it's going to come up with. I mean, okay, I'll have to show you another feature in like this anti-gravity. Like you see this open agent manager, right? So this is going to open up the agent manager, and here you can go ahead and run different what do you say workflows or different agents simultaneously, and it's going to do all the work from here itself. So this is something that I really liked here. So this is not there in the other AI IDEs, but like as I've told you, it still has to be improved a lot. So you can go ahead and, as you can see, these are my previous projects and this is my present project. You can go ahead and add out, like if you go ahead and click on this plus icon, you'll see this here. So you can directly go ahead and prompt it out from here as well. So this is something that's really cool. And if I come back here, as you can see, the other thing that I really want to show you here is, so anti-gravity would like to use the browser. So what it's going to do is, so I mean the browser is not set up on my case. So what I'll be doing is I'll just click on setup. It's going to launch my browser. As you can see, it's now launching my Chrome here. So it's going to now install an extension, which is the anti-gravity extension. I'll just try to center this out perfectly for the recording. Okay, so I'll just move my video. Okay, so as you can see, it's now asking me to install the extension. So I'll just go ahead and click on install extension. And it's now taking me to the Chrome web store. I'll just click on add to Chrome and I'll add the extension. As you can see, now we have this blue border kind of stuff, right? So this is something that's where, like, the thing that's happening here is it's now actually taking the control of the screen or the browser and it's analyzing whether we have got the perfect output or not. I mean, if I go ahead and try to what do you say, modify this or try to interrupt this, it's not going to allow me. As you can see, it says agent is running, and like the same stuff is happening here. So as you can see, the same you see that we opened a URL in the browser, and all those things are going to be happened from this particular IDE itself. This is something that I really liked. And another thing that I actually understood. I'm not sure whether we have this in Cursor or Windsurf, but the thing that I actually noticed here is I tried to clone IRCTC website, like the design of the homepage of the website, and I just gave it a screenshot of the whole design. I mean, I'm not sure, like it went ahead and directly understood that it needs to, like we have the train image, like the Vande Bharat image in the homepage, right? So it actually understood that it needs to get an like the image of the Vande Bharat, and it directly created that using the Gemini model. It did not get the image from the available sources from online. So it actually generated the Vande Bharat image, and it just put out that in the design. So that's something that's unique as well, like completely generating the images in the IDE itself. I'm not sure if Cursor or Windsurf would do this. I don't think they are able to do that. So yeah, we now have the kind of the version that we are looking for, but still you see the gravity of the ball is not that perfect. So it's now like it's going up when it has to go down. So let's see if it's still running, like the agent is still running. So let's see if it can fix it after the first attempt. So let's wait. So I told you about an error, right? So we finally got that error. So this is something that I'm getting when I'm trying to use this, but I'm not sure if this is a rate limit or something like that. I think this is related to the load on the models. That's what I feel. But now it like completely generated the code. That isn't an issue. Like in this case, it came out with an error after generating the code. So I'll just show you now the output of the code. Okay, so this is the output that it came out completely after the like iterations and after like checking the, like I mean taking the control of the screen and all the stuff for 4 or 5 times it took the control of the screen, and now we finally have this thing ready. And I would say this is kind of like, I mean, almost accurate. As you can see, it's completely working fine. So yeah, this is about the anti-gravity IDE that the Google launched. Let me know, like I mean, if you are trying to use it, just go ahead and download it because it's completely free to use now. So just make use of it. And I this is it for the video. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you find it helpful, just give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.